Welcome to Latvia for the second round of the 2014 FIA European Rally Championship. It's the first time that competitors will have met ice and snow in the season. With the high-speed forest stages, it looks a lot like Finland, certainly at this time of year.
We're in the middle of the big river in Liepaja with the local fisherman and with Greg Breen fishing. Greg, how is the catch?
It's going quite good. I imagine doing something like this at the end of my career when I'm, in my 50s or 60s after making lots of money in the beach in France or something. But okay, here in Liepāja in the freezing weather, it's not so bad.
What about the rally?
The conditions up in the recce were completely dry with gravel roads, whereas today obviously the snow began to come, so the stages may change completely. So it'll be interesting to see what way it'll go. But it will be a very nice rally, I think.
Yeah, maybe stick to the day job. But ice fishing, very popular in Liepaja. And as Craig Breen said, the snow arriving means that the bitter cold of the previous few weeks has been joined by some white stuff. The evening before the rally, in fact, the weather changed completely. After 3 weeks of bright sun but aching cold, it has finally started snowing. The event kicks off with a loop of 2 stages, starting with Kuldīga, 32 kilometres long. It is the longest in the rally, and the drivers will have to take a special care of their tyres, particularly the studs.
Go, 10 rechts op. 100 links weer plus 5.
Was Vegan first on the qualifying stage the day before the rally. Being fastest, he had the choice of road position for the first day. And the German decided to go 7th on the road, but he was still clearing snow off the stages.
It's a lot of time that the line is not clear, because all of the cars in front of us went off somewhere, because I have no line, I have only on the straight left, right. It's really, really terrible.
Well, 7th should have been a good choice. His teammate, Itinerary Lapi of Finland, he went 10th, but even that is leaving him clearing snow for his rivals.
Obviously it's cleaning all the time, so the line will be more clean and more gravel, so you just have to keep the car on the line, otherwise you will go quite easily out,
150.
Final time out for Craig Breen in the 207 Super 2000 version of the Peugeot. And his next time out in the ERC, he'll be in the brand new 208 T16, which is homologated on March the 1st. Struggling here with the handling of the Peugeot. It was good on gravel, but it doesn't seem to be set up for the snow.
It's just, you get into rhythm and you say, it's not too bad here, and next thing the car it's like someone put a jack underneath, lifts it up and just spits you off the road, and you're out of control for 50 or 60 metres at a time.
This is 4-time Polish champion Kajtan Kajtanovic. Kaito driving on tyres with long studs for the first time, so this is a big learning experience.
Difficult like hell for me. I don't know how the tires working, so it's difficult because the surface is changing. Every time is different grip.
Well, after a great result where he was 2nd overall on the Monte Carlo Rally, Brian Bouffier is back in the European Rally Championship. 2013's championship runner-up at the wheel of his DS3 RRC, as driven by Robert Kubica last year.
Yeah, it was okay. I have to change a bit the car because the car is a bit nervous, especially when the snow is changing, from a hard one to the light one. But okay, it seems our time is quite good, so it's okay.
was quite good. He was fastest through the stage, 16th on the road, obviously a good position to be in. Well, everybody's using studded tyres. Bouffier knows them well, having been a Michelin test driver for a year or so, working closely with the tyre engineers.
En tant que pilote, ils écoutaient vraiment mon feedback, donc mon retour d'information.
The engineers really listened to my feedback, my information on the tyres, about the durability and the confidence they give you. When you're driving 150 kilometres an hour between the trees, you really have to rely big time on your tyres. I found a good tyre reacts really quickly to every turn on the steering wheel. There are a lot of questions about whether the studs would last or whether they would be ripped out too quickly. We saw though that the tyre treads very strong, you can push very hard, and it's nice to be able to do that without having to ask too many questions, because that gives you plenty of room for still having fun.
3, 2, 1. Gauche 50 un peu court. Pour droite 43.
Back on board with Bryn Bouffier, rally leader on stage 2.
Pour l'anciel. L'anciel sur 13 et 3 gauche 43 court. 80 mètres.
Wasn't a big impact with a straw bale, but not good news for Bouffier. And he's struggling at the very next corner as well. Temperatures going up. You can see the steam pouring out of the bonnet. Bouffier parks the car so not to destroy the engine. That leaves him out of the running. This is 20-year-old Russian Vasily Grizanin. He's competing on a Latvian license. He takes the lead after Bouffier's retirement. 17th on the road, a good position for him, but he's got problems in the second stage with the gearbox. He hasn't got fifth gear, which you need on these high-speed stages.
In the middle of the stage, we have our gearbox don't working. The fifth gear don't working. I don't know why. And on the finish of the stage, it started to work.
Doesn't that always happen with cars? As soon as you take it to the mechanics, it works perfectly. Grazin, though, leading by 20 seconds from Lappi in the Skoda. Craig Breen in third. Asapaka Lappi arrives at the first service halt in second place overall, and it's his first event after a long winter layoff.
I had almost 1 month's holiday, so it was a really good, after a tough end of the season. So I was just spending the time at home and with my family and a bit of working out and stuff like that. I like to do something with my hands, so I have a Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 9, but it's a serial car. So I just like to fix it up a bit and stuff like that. I drove Citroen C2 R2 and I was the mechanic of the car between the races, so so I know something about the technical part also.
Well, whether he knows the technical part or what kind of magazines he reads, not quite sure. He may know our guest star in part 2. Stay with us. Early morning wake-up call, nothing unusual for glamour model Inessa Tushkanova. Born in Ukraine, she now lives in Russia. The 26-year-old is a former Playboy cover star, but her passion is rallying. She began rallying in 2008, spent much of last year competing with the Volkswagen Polo in the DMAC Cup in Russia, with the support of Russian energy provider Gazprom, who clearly know a good promotional thing when they see one. She was the winner of the Ladies' Trophy in Liepaja, beating Bulgarian Stratieva in the process. Certainly is a winter rally. Winter weather causing problems for all the drivers early on. Heading into the second loop of 2 stages then. Continue with day 1. Craig Breen's St. Eloch team have changed the suspension on the Peugeot during morning service, but to no avail. The Irishman has to dig deep to keep up with Kajtanovic in their battle for 3rd spot.
3 left maybe tightens, 50, stop up, crest, 30, late, 4 right minus cut. Repeat 30, late, 4 right minus cut. 30. Late, slow, 4 left plus, half long of a crest, opens for 100, 50.
In service after stage 4, Breen and team try and find another solution to generate a bit more grip.
We're going to play around with the pitch of the car a little bit, so really quite subtle. We've already, done quite a lot of work with dampers and so on and so forth. So we're just going to try and change the actual where the car sits and lower it a little bit more in the front, just to try and have a bit more bite in the stud. So it may or may not work. We'll have to wait and see.
You almost want Plum Tyndall to be voicing this, don't you? Service for Breen. And again, changes going on to the 207 to try and make it a little less willful on the stages. Well, he lost 3rd place to Kajtanovic after stage 3, but the gap between the pair very small, just 1.1 seconds.
7 prawy minus 50, nie ciąć 6 lewy, ciasny w siodle.
It's a work in progress for Kajtanovic, learning how to use the studded tyres. Stage 4 is the second run of the morning's first encounter. There's a cleaner line now. Road position a little less important. In these conditions, Lappi immediately sets the fastest time, gaining almost 12 seconds on leader Griatsin. With the Skoda driver on the attack, Griatsin is starting to feel the pressure.
20 левый, 5 длинный, 7 длинный. 70 левый, 7 плюс на правый, 8 плюс, резкий 200. Правый 1 острый. 80. Чуть левее 30, правый 5 резкий.
Looks like the battle between the two youngsters could be a real epic one. Still 18 seconds between them. Griatsin holding on to his lead, but Lappi